Alright, you guys, welcome back to another Madden Ultimate Team gameplay. Today, I normally would edit this out so that you guys wouldn't have to watch it. I know it's a long video, but this today is just a subscriber series, pretty much requested. I'm showing you guys my top money plays. I don't want you guys to be like the best cheesers out there, but this play specifically, play action shot seams, and this is out of Tampa 2, so you can rewind it and look at it from that way. But here's another version of it. You're gonna run the exact same formation. It's in gun. You out of the Saints playbook, you go over to the fourth little column, and this right here is cover 3. You want to wait till that safety goes up, and then the cornerback's gonna look like he's gonna run up, and then he's gonna shoot back down because he's gonna respect that down read. And this right here is just how I set up my strong power. You guys want to go buy some run blocking tight ends. I'll put some silvers and stuff. The description's up in Mutthead, down in the description, so just so you guys know. And this is one of the top money plays that I normally run. If it's a situational down, if somebody's running cover 2 man, if it's in cover 2 man, that inside C route will always beat the linebacker right there, because the linebacker's agility at this stage will never have quick enough reactions to be able to get out there and pick that off. And as you can see on the X route, if it's a man zone or anything like that, you can throw it to X and they'll also get the same reaction, because Clark will have enough separation as a tight end to get away. And this right here is Y out halfback swing, and you want to wait. That's going to draw the linebacker, and then you want to throw it straight. You want to flick your analog stick forward so that the pass goes straight with no sway at all. And right here, I'm going to cover over Saints drive. All you're going to do on this play is literally put Kelvin Benjamin on a slant route so that there's a lot of route combinations going across. And most people, you want to throw it right there, because most people will not have skill to use it across that play. And that can most of the time get you a quick first down. Or if you want to wait a little bit, most people will shoot out on the outside, down on the little drag route, and they won't cover the inside slant route because they'll be watching over the middle, which will also get you the first down. And as you can see, I just switched it to pistol. Pistol is a really good formation if you're going to run strong power, but for some reason my lineman didn't want to block right there. But that's how you set up strong power. You want to have your good run blocking wide receivers out there, and then you want to have either your tight end or your fullback right there on the side of your right tackle. And this is play action wide receiver in. All you have to do is streak X, and circle will beat that zone every single time. Most of the time in Tampa 2, you wanna do the exact same setup. Streak your X player, and then all you want to do is throw it to R1. R1's gonna be the outside little seam route, and that's always gonna be open. And this play right here, you want to put Clark on a fade, and you want to put Conley on a slant route across the middle, which will draw the safety. X is going to draw the safety. Clark, he's going to draw him back a little bit more, and circle's going to be wide open every single time. And these plays right here that I'm showing you guys are developing plays. So the plays that I'm showing you, you don't want to run really close to the end zone, because you won't get all that separation that you normally would in the middle of the field. And as you can see, I'm putting in blocking tight ends right here. And this is out of I-form tight. And once again, I'm running the Saints playbook. So you can go scoop that up for about, I think, 1,000. Halfback off tackle right here. If you have a good run blocking fullback, that is exactly how it's going to look every single time. And I can guarantee you that. And this right here is a really good money play if they won't get out of cover 3. Now, if it's cover 2, make sure that you have a fast tight end to get out there in time. But if you don't have a fast tight end, as you can see right here, you want to dump it off as soon as the ball is hiked, because that'll get you about 4 to 5 yards on average. And most of the time in situational downs, unless you're normally scrambling a lot. And another thing I wanted to touch across in the play action shot seams, don't try to scramble out with your quarterback, because that's how the ends will get a lot of pressure off you. As you can see, I'll move around a little bit. And the Saints under play right there, it'll have a good tight end with good route running, because the linebacker will shift up, and then it'll be basically like a cover 4 look, because there will be enough separation right there. And this is just out of the pistol. Again, a really good verticals play, because most linebackers will not have speed to cover the running back out of the flat right there. And another really good one, if they're in cover 3 right here, you want to shift out that wide receiver, hike it before he gets set, throw the ball, and then that cornerback will shoot back because he'll have to respect that the play's moving. And the AI at this level, and I really don't think that the AI will ever get better for that, but it's just pretty much a glitchy money play that you want to run because most people won't user it or respect it like that. And this is play action tight end wheel. There's a middle route right there. Clark's gonna run up, take that, and then you want to throw it to circle right there. And now, as you can see, his cornerback came down to play it, but most of the time that won't happen. I just have Kelvin Benjamin running that streak route on the outside, so he's not the fastest, so he can't draw the cornerback. And this is scat wheel. All you want to do is put Conley on an in route right there, and then you want to throw it to the under route if you want a few quick yards. And this is out of the same formation, gun trip Y ISO. It's in the Saints playbook again if you didn't catch that the first time. All you want to do is sub in your blocking tight ends right there and run inside zone if you want some runners. And then if you want to vice versa switch it out, all you have to do is just put back your receivers in there. Now the thing about this is that, like, it's a really good play, but if you don't have good blocking wide receivers, the play won't be able to develop like you want it to. As you can see, some of the block sheds were there, so his people were able to stuff it. Note, this was a pretty much friendly game. I told him what I was going to be doing. Shout out to Rogers MVP 12, so give him an ad if you want to. And that play right there, you can rewind it. It's I think it's drive under. All you want to do is streak your running back. That's literally all you want to do. And this is a quick first down getter, cross drag. If they're in cover 3, all you have to do is motion out that first wide receiver right there and hike it. It's probably going to be about 1 to 2 seconds after he passes where Clark is actually. And if you want more yards, put Clark on an out route. Do the same thing with your other wide receiver and then hike it, because he'll have to go up and then you can throw it up to Clark right there. As you can see, it gets the same result. It just depends on what you're looking for out of that formation. And then again, if you want some more yards, you can run the exact same formation, just set it up a little bit different. Hit triangle R1 and flick your right analog stick to the left so that your running back runs out in the flat. And once again, hike it before he gets set officially, because once he starts his route, he'll draw up that cornerback and that linebacker, because the cornerback and the linebacker are going to have to respect that he's coming towards him. So he's not going to be able to react like he should actually. And this is Saints, I want to say it's Saints switch, but all you want to do is put square on a slant route. Slant routes normally draw the linebacker's attention more than any other routes unless they're doing drags, because they're coming straight across the middle, and it's the same formation setup. You want to watch for circle. That running back's always going to be outside there in the flat, and that's pretty much going to be the wrap of the money plays. But hopping in right here, I'm just going to show you guys my formations and the top scheme and chemistries that you guys want to run. Zone blocker is going to give you that pass block, that run block, that impact blocking, and the strength what you need. Edge protector, for me, in my personal opinion, was going to give you the strength and the pass block that you want on your edges, because most of the time edges are where you're going to get the most heat. And heat, and what I'm talking about, is the pass rush. Now interior protector, really it doesn't matter that much. I just like having a nice O-line. But the thing is that your O-linemen in the middle don't really need all that, because they're going to be going against double teams, and they're mostly going to be throwing the D-lineman down unless you have a good block shedders. Now John Randall and Aaron Donald are really pretty much the dynamic duo of the middle. I did pick up that Ryan Shazier for $500,000. I sniped him earlier yesterday before I made this videos. And I don't know his price right now, but let me know down in the description. Battle Ready is really effective if you get used to it in time. Identified is really cheese, honestly. I wasn't really in particular hype about it right when it first came out, but once I started using it and noticing where the linebacker was usering around the field, it actually does help. And jump to snap on D tackles, I can't emphasize enough how cheese that is. You don't even have to hold R2 when you're like spamming X. That's pretty much all you have to do. And then you guys already know about the motivator cards. They give you the +2 overalls to everybody. So I'm just showing you guys just some of the top schemes that you want to run. Now I do know that some of you guys don't have all of the top coins and everything like me. If you're gonna start up a scheme, I would recommend deep threat, but get a deep threat quarterback is the #1 thing. Deep threat, it doesn't really help your receivers that much. Most of the chemistries that they have released don't really specialize in helping the receivers that much, besides slot expert, route runner, those kind of chemistries. Lockdown is one of the best chemistries to have if you're gonna run it at your cornerbacks. I wouldn't particularly say that you guys should run pick specialist or any of those other chemistries. And I'm just showing you guys my kick returners here. If you do have that Devin Hester or anything, if he does good for you, that's good, but I would recommend just getting somebody faster back there, someone that can actually hold the ball. And as you can see, you also want to go, that edge protector stadium right there is up on the auction block for about 5,000 coins. You can go scoop that up really quick, go pick up a head coach, some jerseys, and back you up. Now in this portion of the video, I'm going to show you guys how I get my quick snipes, particularly on legend weekends or just when a promo drops, or say if I'm looking for something in particular. But all you want to do is come into your item binder, go to the specific card. Like say you're trying to build like 10 out of position so you can get the elite. All you want to do is hit L1 in your item binder so it highlights the card and it'll take you to that specific card. Now when you buy it, as you'll see, it will not kick me out. And I moved around for a little bit after the fact that I bought the card just so that you guys could see it. I could continually buy every single card that Eric Reed had up right now, but that wasn't the purpose of that. So I'm just showing you guys how to get some quick snipes, some quick tips. And we're gonna back out of this and go into the auction house. Another thing that you also want to remember when you're looking for specific cards or looking for that card that you think will be able to put your team over the top at the next level is always leave cap value open. That's the #1 thing. I wouldn't say that quality is in term bad or worse than cap value, but if you're looking for elite badges or anything like that, always put it on buy now so that you get the cheapest. And all you want to do if you're sniping cards like this, you want to hit X on cap value. We're gonna drop down the golds here because nothing. I recorded this about like 5 in the morning. The market was pretty much dead. But hit cap value, not spam, but smash the L3 button. Just push it down, and it'll bring up the fastest, quickest refresh option. And also make sure that your internet connection is really stable if you're gonna be sniping cards like a lot. Because if your internet connection is that millisecond slower than the person sniping also at the same time, you're not gonna get that card when you click on it. And another thing, when you click on it, make sure that you click on it fast enough. Get used to it, buying maybe golds or something like that. Try start sniping on little smaller minuscule cards so that you can get the hang of it, so that when you move up to the big cards, you'll understand it. And as you can see right there, I'm just showing you guys some tips and tricks right here. It won't bring up the newest refreshed until you go specifically to that position. As you guys could see, it started off with 10-12 minutes. Bring it up to all offense, and as you can see, this Ray Nitschke was just put up about 20 seconds ago before I clicked on it. But the thing is that if you're looking for that particular position, you want to make sure that when you get that position and you're looking for that position, you want to go to that position. Because if you go to offense or defense, it'll bring up 30 minutes. If you just are scrolling through quality and looking at teams, it'll bring up that. But another thing to note is that halfbacks, wide receivers, defensive ends, cornerbacks, I would pretty much say you can look wherever besides like the kickers or punters, but always make sure to check on that specific position before you buy. As you can see, a lot of times, just when you're looking through the auction house, you'll see people buy cars for maybe 5K more, 10K more, 20K more. And those look minuscule at the time, but trust me, when you're trying to get that resale value and then they hit you with 10% tax, it adds up in the long run, because in total you lost about 40 to 50K when all you could have lost was about 15 to 20. So always click on that card, go to that team, specifically type in maybe a few characters of their name so that that specific character comes up, and that card is the only one that you're seeing all in its entirety, to make sure that you're not spending or overspending in the long run.